said a second ago that really rings true is that parental rights is bullshit. Parents have responsibility. Children have rights. And that seems to get lost in that whole ridiculous conversation, ignorant conversation, because it's ignorant.
We had, you know what I'll say, thankfully, because I have a number of members of my caucus who represent different. I mean, I'm in urban Fredericton. It's a really progressive people here.
Oh yeah.
Highly educated, and my riding of Bathurst East Nabisco St. Isidore is totally different makeup. I mean, I'm in urban Fredericton. It's a really progressive people here.
Merci beaucoup tout le monde. I wanted to take this opportunity to speak to New Brunswickers directly because there has been a lot going on in our province and in our country and around the world over the last number of months. And I have been getting your messages, your emails, your phone calls, and hearing from you in the community about how you're feeling about what we're going through. And so I wanted to speak directly to New Brunswickers to acknowledge that we hear you. Feeling unrest, uncertain about what's happening, feeling frustrated, angry by what's happening in the U.S., feeling scared about what this means for our province and our future. It is a time of uncertainty. It's clear that we are going through something that is unprecedented, that New Brunswick has never experienced before. And so it is normal that many people are feeling scared and unsure. It is completely normal that many of us are feeling angry and frustrated at what is happening with the U.S. and with our economy, and on a number of different files. So the purpose of me being here today is really to speak to some of those frequently asked questions that I receive from New Brunswickers, to talk about the things that you want to talk about, and to provide a forum for regular communication during a time of consistent uncertainty. The one thing that is consistent is the uncertainty. So you will find me here every Thursday at noon for the coming weeks until we are through this period of uncertainty and disruption and past the threat that New Brunswickers are currently feeling to their jobs, to their communities, and to their way of life. The content may change week on week, and maybe some weeks we won't have much of an update to give, but we'll be here anyway to talk to you and let you know what's going on. Clearly, since the last time I was sitting here on Tuesday of a little more than a week ago, we had tariffs imposed by the U.S. that were very shortly removed. And then we had aluminum tariffs come back and get imposed on March 12th, suggested that they would be doubled, but they're in place at 25%. Now we have Chinese tariffs that have shown up in the marketplace to be put on very shortly. And so the situation is changing on a regular basis. But your team in government is on top of it. And I want to make sure New Brunswickers know that we've got your back. We are focused on making sure that our province gets through this period of uncertainty as best we can all together. How frustrating it is and how angry it makes me that somebody is threatening the very existence of our province, threatening to annex Canada, that we become the 51st state. It makes sense to feel angry and to want to lash out and to react to those things and to hit them back and to hit them where it hurts. We are trying to do this with cooler heads that will prevail and make the kind of decisions for how we respond to this threat in a way that best protects New Brunswickers, that has the least impact on our jobs and our economy, on our communities, and on our future.
I said a second ago that really rings true is that parental rights is bullshit. Parents have responsibility. Children have rights. And that seems to get lost in that whole ridiculous conversation, ignorant conversation, because it's ignorant.
What is clear to me is that we have a fantastic team of people within our cabinet, within the civil service, within stakeholders, our business community, our municipal leaders, and within this province that are all ready to put their shoulder to the wheel, to pitch in, to collaborate and work together to make sure that New Brunswick gets through this, that we weather this storm together and we come out the other side stronger. And so I want to reassure New Brunswickers that we are working on this on a day-to-day basis, and we have taken action. I'll take a moment to repeat some of the actions that we've taken, because I know in the changing winds of every day, tariffs on and tariffs off and what's happening, it can be easy to lose track of what's happening. New Brunswick stopped the purchase of U.S. alcohol back when we first thought the tariffs were going to be put in place, so back in February. We haven't reordered that alcohol, but we did remove it from the shelves last Tuesday when the tariffs were enacted by the U.S., and we have not put it back on the shelves, even though they didn't follow through with those 25% and 10% tariffs on goods and on energy products.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
So we know that that's bothering the Americans.